I actually teach a course for chefs at Google, looking at what is a sustainable food system. Because I think we have in our minds this idea that it's only about small and local and organic, and the chefs have certainly had that education through public media. And we start with the values of 3 different groups. What if you were single parents? I divide them into 3 groups. Single parents, farmer, 4th generation Central Valley farmer that grows crops that we love and use every day, and also environmentalists really concerned about climate change. And I asked them to come up with the values that would define sustainable food system for them. And then we look at the list that I just gave you, and we see that we can come up with about 20 different attributes. That it isn't where sustainable, local, organic, words that are not the same but are often linked as if they were one, is one subset. But we have many other values here. And as a society, I think our highest value is really providing good nutrition for everybody. And that's something that we often don't do enough of. And the way you achieve that, and the way we try to achieve that is at Google, is to really set a balance. We're not trying to find the apex of anything. It's not the most organic or the most delicious, although we're very into delicious, because you really can't convince people to eat really good food unless you start with deliciousness. And that is really at the core of Bon Appetit's philosophy. You start with good food. More and more, we're introducing plant-centric food, and we start our lines in a café line with 3 different wonderful vegetables. And by the time you've filled your purposefully smaller plate, you are mostly full on that plate, and you say, wow, I have a delicious 3-colored meal here. I'll take a little bit meat or fish on the top. It'll be our garnish. And I think that's really the food philosophy. You provide great tasting food, plant-centric, and everything else is kind of a garnish. We don't need 16 ounces of protein a day. Humans do not need that. But if you look at what we eat in the United States, it often approaches that number. But if we dial that back, because there's so much more energy needed to produce proteins, if we eat what we need, then we leave a lot of resources to provide and grow vegetables that are delicious.